Let's see. I have an email I got this morning from one of my absolute favorite people. And I'm so excited to answer this question because when it was asked, it resonated in me. And it's actually for her mother, and it's about her mother. So, the grandmother, basically, had passed and just wasn't very happy, was unfortunately depressed for the last years of her life. And Mom's just wanting to know, you know, is she okay? What does she think about it now? That kind of thing. And when I read that, my heart leaped because for this lady in particular, ever since I've known her, her grandmothers keep coming through. And I'll go to tell her something, and it's so funny because she'll go, I don't know. I don't know. And then one night, one of her grandmothers came through and for me while I was talking to her, and I said, hey, you know, okay, and she named them both, and I said, no, it's not that one, it's this one. And then when she went to bed that night, the one I had said it was, her picture fell. So that's a good way. And if pictures fall, like when one of my cousins is thinking about me, and we hadn't talked in a while, and I keep I keep pictures of people everywhere. I had his picture on the refrigerator, and it fell. And it just fell right at my feet. And I called him, and sure enough, yes, he was thinking about me, and, you know, he just had some things to talk about. So, good indicator there, people. If your pictures are falling down, people are trying to get a hold of you. So let's see what Velma has to say. So she says that, you know, while she was here, instead of looking at the things that she should have been seeing as gifts, and her short time here. Ooh, I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I'm getting a lot of feedback and stuff, which means that somebody's here, somebody wants to talk. So instead of looking at the gifts, and there were a lot of gifts that she knew, it's one of those gifts from God, okay? So, you know, a lot of things she could see, and I feel like in the first part of her life, she was living it, and she was very thankful and gracious for everything. But then it's like drama consumed her. And things that had happened to her from childhood started to creep in and take over to where it was in her dreams. It was just nightmares. And it became very depressing for her because instead of seeing that she could continue on and that she could keep going and change things, she felt that it was too late. And I think we all get stuck with that, especially older people. Really do, and they do go into a depression, but she got too wrapped up in it because it became overwhelming. And on top of that, she herself was very clairvoyant and extremely in touch with the spirit, and I'm shaking right now, in touch with the spirit. And that, after years of that, and almost keeping it in the closet and keeping it to herself, it got to where it was too much for her. And you'll see a lot of people that are clairvoyant or tarot readers, people that do, you know, are in the same kind of business I am. A lot of times you'll see that at some point in their life they were plagued with some kind of something, whether it's an addiction of some sort or depression, because it becomes overwhelming, and especially if you don't have a way to let it out. In a venue, and I have a feeling that she just felt like things that she saw, because I feel like she was more of a seeing person. When she saw things, she just felt like she was crazy. But she had a really good time. What she's wanting to tell you, though, is there is no judgment. It is not what we're taught when we die. It is not going to be, there's not a judgment day. When you die, you literally... it's one of those things that you're judged then. And it's not even a judgment. It's just, you know, okay, so how do you think you did? And do you think you could have done this differently? Did you do what you felt like you should do? So that comforted her very much. And she's still trying to get a grasp on the last years of her life and what she did with them. But it's okay. It's just okay. And she's got so much to say, and I've got a real heaviness on my chest. I actually feel like she's sitting right here. And it makes me want to cry because she's so here.